today I'm going to talk about what I wanted to be when I grew up. So throughout my childhood, I always wanted to be completely different things about every year of my life growing up. And eventually I got to, obviously, an education major to be a teacher. So first of all, I started off in kindergarten wanting to be a ballerina. I came home every day from school and went straight from the bus to my mom's van and changed into ballerina tights in the car and then went straight to ballet. I was really tired from my day at kindergarten, and then going straight to ballet for however long I went. And so after getting tired of that for a while and then quitting ballet, I don't think I was very good anyways, but I had a dream. But I ended up quitting that dream because I ended up being too tired after school to also go to ballet class. And then around probably the second grade, I decided that I wanted to be a gymnast, similar to a ballerina, but different. I wanted to be a gymnast. I had seen like the Summer Olympics or heard about it or something. I just thought it was so cool. I had friends that went to gymnast classes and stuff like that. And I just really wanted to be a gymnast. So bad that one night I went to go do a handstand or a headstand or something like that beside a chair that was beside my stone fireplace. So I accidentally busted my head open, got some stitches, and a scar from that on my head up here. So that didn't work out for me. Kind of stopped thinking about that after that whole lovely experience. And then the rest of elementary school, I don't really remember much of what I wanted to be. If you had asked me, I probably would have said, I don't know. I just didn't know, and I didn't have to know, so didn't know. I probably said astronaut at one point, just because everyone else said astronaut, but I don't think I really actually wanted to go to space at that point. And then came middle school, and I decided I want to be a fashion designer. So my mom bought me fashion designer sketch pads and everything like that. I would make my little dress and outfit drawings on them. I like to watch Project Runway, stuff like that. So I got really into that for all of middle school. And then I realized that I wasn't a very good fashion designer / artist. And I probably wouldn't actually make it in the fashion world like that. So I decided it probably wasn't going to be for me, even though I kind of had a passion for it. I just was like, I don't think this is going to work out. So I kind of pushed that to the side too. And then came high school. And I don't really remember the beginning of high school. I think as far as I can remember, I didn't have an idea for so long. Just because I didn't know what I was going to be. And there's so much pressure from the world around us, especially from 6th grade on, to know what we want to be in life. And that's a lot of pressure to put on starting at 11 or 12 year old. So I didn't know what I wanted to be, and I thought I continued to know, but I didn't for the longest time. At some point in high school, I wanted to be a museum curator, museum director, curator kind of thing. And then I realized that there weren't many places I could go to get degrees for that, and I don't know, I think I just decided it wasn't a great idea. And so I changed my mind and I went back to nothing again, kept thinking, and finally I landed on the thought of teacher. Now this thought had kind of passed my mind before, but not a lot. When I was a kid, I had no desire to be a teacher at all. For whatever reason, when I went to school, I was I don't want to be a teacher. Although I've always loved school and I've loved going to school, I was I don't think I want to be a teacher. I just convinced myself I wasn't going to be a teacher or whatever, for whatever reason. And even though when I was a kid, with my siblings, we would play school, and I always loved playing the teacher role, grading everyone's papers and everything, and organizing everything, and I don't know, I liked doing that. And I just thought about it more and more and more, and I took this introduction to teaching college class at my high school for dual credit, and it was amazing. I loved it. We got to teach for junior achievement. I got to go in a real classroom and teach real kids and talk to them, interact with them. It was so fun. And I just knew, I was you know what, I'm meant to be a teacher. So I think that where I was meant to be, where I was meant to be put in life, And now I realize that even though my backup major is marketing with a minor in graphic design, but none of that makes sense now. Like, I don't think that I would ever switch to that major, but they always say to have a backup major or whatever. I don't know what I was told, so I kind of just came up with that. Although I would love doing that too, but I think that I really do have like a passion for teaching young kids. And I guess like what I'm trying to say with like all of this and telling you what I want to be through my life growing up is really just like to remind you that you don't have to know what you want to be, and you don't have to always know what you're going to do next, and like always know everything about your future for your future to be bright. We all have bright futures, and I think I want us to remember as educators, especially as future educators, to teach our kids, our students, that you don't have to always know what's next. You know, you can think about the future. It's not a bad thing to think about the future, to plan things, you know, but it's okay if you don't know. And I feel like that's an important lesson that people forget sometimes. And the unexpected can happen, and your whole life can be turned around. So it's okay if plans change and if your life changes sometimes, because it'll be okay, and you'll get through it because you're a strong person. So I think that we just need to remember that, and that no matter what, like, we know how, we know that we need to be positive, and we know how we want our future to look, but to always be prepared for everything. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Obviously, we didn't know pandemic was going to come cut our freshman year short, but we've pushed through it and we've done our best, and I think that we're finishing out this semester great. And so just remember to stay positive, y'all.